Welcome to today's video. Now, today we're going to be discussing the two pieces of equipment that I think you should have to make learning tabla online the best experience possible. Now, before I get to anything related to that, we're offering something very limited in 2026. It's a $5,000 a year tabla program. There's 5 15-minute lessons a week. Now, one thing I want you to keep in mind is all your favorite ustads or pundits, their kids weren't learning once a week. They were with them every day, and they were able to correct their tiny mistakes very frequently throughout the week. Learning just 1 hour a week is kind of a waste of time at this point. You'll kind of maybe learn something wrong. You'll have to relearn it. Maybe you didn't write it down properly. It's just a lot of hassle. So we have this new system. It's very limited. And if it sounds like it's for you, click the link in the description and join us at the school community. Now, what are these two pieces of equipment that are just very useful for learning tabla? Now, obviously, you should have a good functioning internet. It can't be way too slow. It should be stable, but that's not something I can really show you in this video, where to get internet, I guess, because everyone's in a different area. So we're just going to stick to two things, which is a microphone and headphones. These are very essential. People don't really think much of what headphones they're using, but I'm going to get into exactly that. So let me change my screen to my computer. All right, so you don't really need anything too fancy for the microphone. A lot of people think they need an audio interface and all that, but I've seen that this microphone here, the Blue Yeti, this was good for me when it came to learning online. And as you can see, I pulled this up for a reason because I actually have purchased this. This was 12 years ago that I bought this, and at the time it was good. And as far as when it comes to learning from me, if this is on the other end, I can very clearly tell exactly what's happening. And I've actually recommended this to a few students. This is really good. And you can probably get it maybe on discount for Black Friday today. So I highly recommend this. So this is the microphone. Now, everyone thinks the microphone is everything, but what I also want to point out is headphones. Now, these are the headphones I recommend. You probably think one thing is strange, which is, why am I recommending headphones that cost more than the microphone? This probably goes against everything you guys have heard, that you should spend more on headphones. And really quickly, I'll just switch cameras, and these are called the DT990s. I'll show you that this isn't anything different really than what I'm using. I'm using a bit more of an upscaled version. You can see, I don't know if you could see, it says DT 1990 Pros. So these are even better than what I'm showing you, but what I showed you will suffice. Now, why should you spend more on headphones than you should on the microphone? Well, because in my case, I have these fantastic headphones. I have an amazing amp. Everything is set on my end to really hear everything clearly, and I have microphones set up so you can hear me clearly. A lot of tabla isn't really verbalized. You hear the sound and you emulate it. And the thing is, with Bluetooth headphones, they're just not very good. You don't get the full clarity. These headphones, Bear Dynamic, the 990s I just showed you, they are extremely clear. You'll hear even the background noise. You'll hear maybe my PC fan running. You'll hear every single detail of it. And that's what's really more important. Now, I know people will say, no, I need a great microphone and all that. You don't. When I'm looking at someone's hand, I'm not really listening to the microphone quality. I'm listening to how loud they're playing, what kind of wrist movement, are they playing with weight? And you don't necessarily need a fantastic microphone for that. I highly recommend, and I'll say this one more time, get really good headphones so you can listen to whoever you're learning from as clear as possible, as that's really the key thing that is kind of missing from online classes. In person, you can very clearly hear how your teacher is playing, but with online, and most people are using Bluetooth headphones these days, it's just not very clear. So these are my recommendation on the two things that you should get that will really improve your online class experience. Thank you. Oh, and one last thing. Both of these links will be in the description as well for these items. Thank you.